Welcome back to OG Cringe. Alright, Jova, go. Alright, Shiroi. To answer Jova's question, don't worry, everybody. We asked in between parts. Take a look at her hair. What do you think?
You sure you don't want to just grab the bus, or? Nope.
And do you remember how her hair was last night?
Yeah, she just had it pulled back, right?
No, remember, it was also had, like...
No, she had, like, one of those, one of those, where the hair is all standing with, what's that, like a rooster, all that stuff.
Mohawk?
Yeah, mohawk, that's it.
I thought she just had it in a high ponytail.
No. Yesterday she had it as like a huge mohawk. Now she has it like this. So Jova's question was, can you even do this? Like,
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right, here's a picture of what it was beforehand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me have a look at that.
Oh, never mind. It wasn't a mohawk. I had the thing wrong. But yeah,
it looks like she had like the side shortened and whatnot. Granted, I'm not an expert on women's hair, so maybe this is a very simple one to just untie and let loose. What do you think, Shiroi?
No, she could do this like with her hair currently. Because the sides aren't shaved. They're just like, it looks like she sectioned off the hair and then pulled it back.
So guys, remember how Chloe can get run over by a train in the original one? Well, now we're riding in the train.
I don't do a lot with my own hair, so like I'm not exactly an expert, but it looks like she could reasonably do this.
Yeah,
I suppose.
All right, so here's it's time for us to properly see the next big problem of why this is really hard to get invested in this story, in my opinion. We've already established how Rihanna DeVry and Kylie Brown are not exactly great in these roles. Now remember, these two, this game has to sell us on their chemistry, especially if you're going for the shipping route like I am. Unfortunately, Kylie Brown and Rihanna DeVry don't have that great a chemistry. I mean, for as bad as the relationship was written, I can at the very least admit that Hannah Tail and Ashley Birch had chemistry. These two, on the other hand, nah, this ain't it, Chief.
Okay.
Alright, let's actually talk to Rachel this time. I was just checking a bit of what are these symbols?
Guess we're not the first ones to hop on this train.
And one of the graffiti says Unity. Okay.
It's another typical day.
Because that's the game engine that made this.
With Rachel.
I guess. Alright, let's pull in the crate. This part is actually was actually bugged in the remaster up until recently. We'll see for ourselves in the extra part. Alright, so let's talk to Rachel. Also, this is also another bit where I have to question...
Chloe,
yeah, this.
You're on a freaking train with Rachel freaking Amber. Play it cool.
I'm on a date.
Oh man,
Rachel Amber.
I'm on a date with Rachel. How cool is that, Jova?
Is that what this
What, did Frank Miller write this dialogue?
How cool? Oh my god. I have to say something cool so that Rachel Senpai will like me.
Is that what people do?
I don't know. This particular... Okay, if this was 13-year-old Chloe, maybe I would buy this, but... I don't know. 16-year-old Chloe at this point shouldn't really should be one of those. Again, the whole point of her character, as the game even put it to us in the previous two parts ago, was that she doesn't give no fucks. So, but now all of a sudden, even though she literally just met Rachel Amber, and all of a sudden she's nervous from talking to her for some reason. I don't know.
Okay, to be fair, I can get why she wants to get in touch with Rachel here and there. Like, she feels that she owes Rachel big time for saving her back at the concert, so I will give the game credit. It at least gives us a good enough reason why Chloe wants to get to know Rachel better, which will then lead to their relationship blossoming. It's got a good enough catalyst here and there. Again, it's the execution that falls short.
I owe you. That's for sure. Is that why you came along? Are you suggesting I should need a reason to ditch school?
I bet you're wondering what we're doing.
Yeah, actually I am. Yeah, where exactly is this plot going, Rachel? Please explain.
I wanted some company. That's it?
You see, my secret, Chloe, is that when nobody's looking, I sometimes turn into a doe and mess with
Try
people.
again. I'm going to need more to go on than that.
Oh, you're a Patronus now.
In fact, you know, I've actually got this life insurance scam I'm working on. I'm going to fake my death, but people will just think I'm missing. I will make a ton of money, and then I'll get to retire in style, and I'll go disguised as the doe.
And by the way, yeah, you have an option to flirt, but I get the feeling we're not that close enough so that we can actually have flirting, so we're not doing that. Yeah, we're gonna
That's
play
your choice, whichever way.
2 truths and a lie. So each of us says 2 truths and a lie, and we'll have to try to find out, guess who's the lie. What's the lie? Okay. Keep in mind.
Where the strain is going.
Yeah, that's the thing, Jova. Apparently they're just, I don't know, doing whatever.
This is the prequel to Infinity Train.
I'll start. First,
That's how I got it started.
Of course you are ambidextrous, because you're because you're perfect at everything.
I mean, just being ambidextrous doesn't mean she's perfect. And
Theory,
okay,
I think we stumbled across something. We stumbled across the hidden pilot for Would I Lie to You.
Not a world traveler.
I'm gonna be fair to this game, Pedro. The whole Rachel Amber being perfect thing, that was more a sentiment in the original game than this game, which
Kathmandu.
fleshes her out better. Well, I mean, it has to, since, you know, here she is in the flesh, alive. Kind of be embarrassing if they didn't flesh her out more.
That's the thing. I don't really care for what they choose to, as they're fleshing out for her, but we'll get to
What's
it.
your third thing? My third thing?
I'm curious, Pedro. Out of the characters that we're supposed to like, which do you think failed more? Chloe in the original Life is Strange, or Rachel in Life is Strange before the story?
Well, obviously, if you're gonna put me on that spot, of course I have to go with, you know, Chloe in the original game is by far the worst. But being better than Chloe is not really an accomplishment, if you ask me.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking specifically, which game do you think failed more in
Oh.
getting us to
Oh, well-
like a
well,
game
yeah.
that we're obviously supposed to like?
The first game, yeah. I mean, but like I said, like this game does better. I will concede that, but you know, doing better than that is just, you know.
Oh, I'm not gonna act like it's a major. I'm not gonna act like it's a major improvement or even an accomplishment, big time. I'm just legit curious.
My
'Cause
problem-
there are
see-
interesting aspects of this game to compare to that of its predecessor.
My problem with Rachel's characterization is that she's bland. You know, they try to give her this thing where she's good at reading people. That's the whole purpose of this game that they're playing right now. Let's just say the game is going to contradict this by the end. Okay, let's tell a lie. I broke my hand punching someone. I'm allergic to cats. I'm in a band.
I broke my hand punching someone.
We're going to go with Dibs' option.
Yay.
I once broke my hand punching Stephanie Kowalski in 5th grade. No way.
And that's apparently something worth bragging. I know, I get that it's a lie, but you're still bragging about it.
Yeah, basically, Would I Lie to You, what I was referencing earlier, is a British comedy panel show. Or it's pretty much this, but, well, with 6 people playing. You're in teams of 3, and you have to guess
Alright,
whether the other
truth.
person is telling the truth.
Yeah, I wanted to be a pirate when I was a kid, yeah.
I kinda still do. Arr.
I love science.
I love
There we go.
science.
Yep.
Seriously, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is the shit.
Okay, she has good taste there.
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is the shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the guy too, but I don't know, it's just like, I feel like,
Who says that?
Honestly, that's one of her better takes, and I'm going to take it where I
I think
can.
I have your number.
Also, like, at
course
least,
you
you
would
know,
be a
they're
pirate.
getting the usage of things right still. Like,
Uncle Swashbuckling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, well remember Shira, this is actually written by an American, so...
Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna say this: the dialogue here feels more natural than.
Oh yeah,
First
the fact that this is an American writing American character, so obviously would be a lot more natural than a couple of French writers doing it. Of course, that's just.
I can't help but wonder if that's partly why the dialogue is more toned down because they realized.
Hold on, I think it's now
the original Life is Strange.
because we're about to find out the origin of something in a moment.
Or that Blackwell doesn't inspire you.
I think it's now. Any moment now.
Is it the word hella?
Oh, very good, Whips.
Shit, where shitty people go to be shitty to each other and themselves. Tell me how you really feel, though. Anyway, school sucks, but you love science. I'm gonna say true. Now, about this broken hand story. It's not that I don't think you could knock Stephanie Kowalski out. A bitch takes your yoo-hoo, she's gotta get got. Take it straight. But you didn't get that scar from punching someone. No.
Very analytical
That
now,
scar
are you,
is from a
Professor
disbelief.
Rachel?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to establish with this scene. That Rachel is incredibly good at reading people.
So you're a physician.
Keep this in mind for
Fair
the.
enough.
Keep this in mind for when we get to the ending.
Weeping angel.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
It'll
what?
become
The thing is,
relevant
I know
later.
that the scar you've got comes with breaking your
What's
wrist when you
Doctor Who
fall.
reference?
Like
No.
from a skateboard?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
well, that'd be a plot twist. It's actually
Well, actually,
the way
Dibs.
Doctor Who you did
So,
it.
actually,
honestly-
Dibs.
I always thought
Go
I was
on.
a good liar.
Given how much Chloe dies, maybe she is a faulty Time Lord.
Yes,
Like,
Major?
maybe she's a Time Lord. She's
So,
supposed to die so that she
if
can
my math is
regenerate
correct,
into,
you told
I don't
me
know, the
2
20th
kids
Doctor or
and
something.
But she's stuck in this one. Yes,
What?
Major?
That's the thing, Dibs. I actually did miss a Doctor Who reference in the first game. Basically, when we're in the barn, we can actually find an owl, and then Max would say, we'll call the owl Doctor Who. Get it? Eh? Mm?
I mean, I
I'm
guess
impressed.
Fran
I bet it's
likes
hard to
Doctor
impress
Who
Chloe
because you
Price.
go by that reference in the
I'm gonna feel
first
good
game.
about that one.
And you know, time travel. Might as well make a Doctor Who
I
reference.
mean, there was an
there.
episode set in
I guess
France.
lying is something you're used to.
Hasn't Doctor Who been to
Oh,
practically
yeah.
every major
This bit here.
continent at this
Yeah,
point?
Rachel is the district attorney's daughter. Keep this in mind. This will be important for reasons that I am baffled by, but again, I'll explain when it becomes relevant.
Well, a lot of
Well, let
times,
me-
Trevor, when they say they're
Interesting.
filming it, when it's set in New York, it's actually filmed in like a quarry in Cardiff
And
or
not
somewhere.
everyone would admit to one
Well,
of
while
their
you're
own.
waiting to explain your bit, Pedro,
But
let me
eye
point out a bit of an
patches
issue
are so
here.
cool.
Wouldn't it have been nice to have known that the flipping girl who was missing happened to be related to the district flipping attorney of, you know, Arcadia Bay? Just
I hate to
saying.
break it to you, but
That's kind of like saying,
It's-
hey, this girl that was missing in this first installment actually was the daughter of the president.
It's not-
Mentioned in the prequel.
My thing is that again, let's just say I don't really get
maybe if you'd had
why Zack decides to take this storyline in the direction that he will later by the end of this episode.
on the other
I really do wonder if he had a more fleshed out plan, but for some reason they ran out of money, and that's why we get such an abrupt end that, again, does not really fill in the gaps completely.
wouldn't mind listening to some music.
So yeah, now let's listen to some music. And we can share with Rachel, so let's do.
Wanna listen?
Again, why is the choice icon that's on the right top left? Why is the Illuminati triangle? What the hell do the Illuminati have to do with Life is Strange?
It's just a symbol Chloe likes.
I guess, but it's just like so random. Like this wasn't a thing in the first game. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just find it to be a weird choice. Like
Jeroy, you want to take a gander and guess?
Wait, for what?
basically, sure. This game has this thing about using the Illuminati triangle. As you can see, Chloe has an Illuminati shirt, and every time you make a major choice in the game, the person will remember this choice thingy is the Illuminati triangle. Again, what the hell do the Illuminati have to do with Life is Strange? Why? I just find weird why this is.
Is that why this universe is God he's trying to get Chloe killed?
Maybe one day
Because she's
I'll
in
go
the
back to
Illuminati?
I don't know.
Maybe sooner than that.
I mean, maybe Chloe's into weird conspiracy theories? I don't know.
Me too.
That would
Arcadia
actually
Bay
explain
can
a
suck
lot,
bad
given
days.
her pretty much her
Sometimes-
distrust of any bout.
Oh,
of
this is important.
glory.
Yeah, Rachel is planning on leaving because she has nothing, because she's tired of
I'm just
living here. Like, so yeah,
If you need an accomplice.
yeah, and Chloe is apparently
We're here.
saying, "Oh, I might join you as an accomplice."
Where is here? Jump and find out. Did you say jump? Jump!
We're in Canada.
Fuck it.
There you go. There's the triangle there again. See?
Imagine if Chloe had accidentally misplaced the landing and ended up getting sucked into the train wheels.
Oh, I would have edited it if I were playing this game. Jump! Look it! Ah!
All right, so now we're in the park. All right, there's actually some minor foreshadowing that will point out. Since there you go. Notice that woman there in the near the tree. Believe it or not, she's important.
The hell's Lily doing here? Although this is a prequel, actually, so I always see here that I don't think this haven't even conceived her yet.
Wobbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Pokemon Sun and Moon has a reality warping Pokemon in it, so I guess.
And then there's the alternate reality in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Hey.
So what are we actually doing here, Rachel?
Glad you approve.
Like, okay. And this is another thing about this game. For a game that only has 3 episodes, the plot kind of meanders
I like games.
quite a bit.
Well, I mean, I guess they have to
This
develop
is
their
why I'm in theater
relationship.
class. It's
Yeah, and that would, you know what, Libs? And that would be cool that if this is all the game focused on. But trust me, by the end of this episode, that stops being the focus. Believe it or not.
really.
It feels like the game wants to be slice of life, but then occasionally realizes, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be a prequel to this deep and dramatic story.
Yeah.
This game involves.
Because trust me, I would be just fine if this game was just a slice of life thing with, you know, Chloe and Rachel having random adventures. Trust me, I would. That would be something that would be fine. Let's just say, Libs, the game will not retain this direction for long. That's all I'll say for now. Okay, so the thing is out of order.
Well,
Okay then.
shit.
Hmm.
That was
Yeah,
my
well,
last
let's go
one.
home.
You. Quarterless. Damn.
Hmm.
Hey, maybe I can MacGyver something. I've been told.
Okay, now that's definitely something that's inspired by the running of the first game. I can MacGyver us out of this.
And to be fair, this was something that was hinted at with her little get-together with David.
Okay, so in order to get Rachel Senpai to pleased, we need to find a way to so that we can fix that thing. We can look at use the scope thingy. I forgot its name.
Imagine by the time she fixes it, the binoculars time out anyway.
Actually, you know what? I'll also talk. I'll also go ahead, Jovi. You'll be Maki, please.
Sorry about Drew.
Okay.
Not your fault. My brother's not always an asshole. Yep, turns out Mikey's the jock's brother.
Yep.
Just most of the time.
Apparently, yeah.
Forget it.
Yep. We'll actually get back to this, to be fair. So. Okay.
So you may be wondering, though, what becomes of Steph and Mikey since we don't see them in the first Life is Strange game?
They get sucked into the
I've
world
always
of
said the
that
Prescott family has a
dungeon game
couple
they're
screws
playing.
loose.
Arcadia Bay is greatest. Okay, so we actually do need that thing because I already know because I've already played this game. Let's investigate. See if we can get some coins off of this one.
Open with the right tool.
We need to pry it open, but we can't do it with our bare hands.
I'm not getting in there with just my fingers.
See, the thing is, Dwibs, if they really went for a slice of life thing, that would be awesome. But the thing is, in order to do a slice of life thing correctly, you have to have, since there's no story in your slice of life, you have to make up for that with some really good character writing. And the character writing in this game can't really carry the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, Whisper of the Heart didn't really have much of a story, and that was
Yeah, exactly.
that was pretty good.
When you make a slice of life movie or TV show, there's no story, so you have to make up for that with some good ass character writing. The character writing has to make up for the lack of a story. Oh, Chloe Price. Yeah, okay, Joe. Keep it in a moment. Go ahead. Let me just go to the point. Chloe Price, I heard some fucked up shit from Nathan about you. Who do you think you are? Wait, but we stood up for Nathan. What are you talking about? He doesn't need you, you dumb fuck up. Whoa. Go back to your trailer. By the way, Rachel Amber obviously played you last night. You'll be lucky if she ever talks to you again.
That came out of nowhere.
You suck.
Feel free to take liberties, Jova. Go ahead.
Oh, why didn't I see that? I'm so hurt.
This is just the beginning, bitch.
Yeah, foreshadowing for the first game, I assume, because the actual payback that Victoria has planned is,
we'll see.
underwhelming, to say the least.
It's like, oh, so you've always been like this. Okay.
That's the thing, Shiroi. If you ask me, her anger there doesn't even make any sense. So I stood up for your friend, and you get angry at me. What?
And remember, Shiroi, we got hints in the original game that this is all just a face that Victoria puts on. That deep down, she actually can be nice. You know.
How dare you? Steph.
Prodding.
Hold on. Better character. Go ahead, Shiroi. Let me just get back to it because stop the glowing. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, when
sorry.
Sorry.
Stop moving the
I was trying to look. Go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry.
right.
I genuinely forgot. I'm trying to see. Okay, let me explain myself. Let me explain myself. I'm trying to find out where's the more recent message that I haven't read before because it's a bit hard to do so. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, right. You killed me this morning.
Okay, follow from that, Shiroi. The bottom one.
That's what a GM does, dude.
Yep.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. No.
They got a grudge against you.
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
Now that I think, back when I was a kid. Now that I think, can't we just hang out with Steph? Steph is cooler. Go ahead, Shiroi.
Look, if this
you'll have to wait for True Colors for that one.
Also, thanks for playing with us. Mikey had a blast.
He's cool. If this game was mainly just about Chloe having nice little tabletop get-togethers with Steph and Mikey, it would be better. Like, here's the thing. If the game was never going to get to the point where Rachel disappears, why not just have it be random antics that you can do with the people in the town? It may not have been much, but it would have felt like
Shiroi. This is actually kind of important.
He's been down lately. Not sure why, but I know playing with you really meant a lot.
Alright. See, Steph's cool. Why can't we hang out with her? I'd rather hang out with her.
Since we find out Rachel isn't that great anyway, apparently.
Rachel
Steph has
only
more of a character than Rachel does, honestly.
Yeah, Rachel senpai is not a very good senpai, Shiroi.
Now, granted, one could argue that this is to help build up dissonance with, the idea of this perfect girl that everyone does, because let's be honest, it's usually in death when people start to go, oh, he or she was a great man or woman and all that, because, don't speak ill of the dead. Now, granted, she was missing, but, kind of synonymous in that sense.
And by the way, this particular scene is also a bit bugged in the remaster. Again, we'll get to see it. Well, until recently, because they recently patched it. To be fair,
on the one that works.
Yeah, to be fair, they recently patched that. But yeah, I still thought it would be fun to show because it's hilarious, especially when we get to the hospital scene.
So I'll let you do it for me. Chloe Price, you are truly the viewfinder whisperer. I stand in awe of your
Oh my god, she is so devoid of
trying to be sarcastic there.
I know, right? Okay, again, nothing against Kylie Brown, but her performance lacks all charm. I just like
I said, starting off, she's fine, nothing amazing. It's when she has to go to more, signified bouts of emotion.
I'm sorry, Joe, I have to point this out.
Sarcasm.
I'm sorry, Joe, I have to point this out. Chloe just smelled Rachel.
You find some people for us to spy on, and then you and I will act.
Sure. What scale are we on the yandere centimeter?
Yeah, we're...
Every class. See? Let's give it a try.
Okay. So,
Hey guys, you know who else smelled
I want to-
person's hair that they were infatuated with?
Frollo. But,
Yes, that's exactly the one I was gonna go with.
Okay.
With these two.
To be fair, I kind of like this joke. Okay, go ahead.
And the Lord saideth, Thou shalt make a burnt offering of your firstborn son. Who are you?
Yeah,
talking
the
to,
whole thing with
Dad?
Abraham.
Little one, son. Now, lean into the grill and see if the fire started.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I'll give you that.
Wow.
Fair enough.
That was dark. Too dark? Perfect dark.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it exactly.
Perfect dark. I don't know, guys. Do you think Rare could have made this game?
This joke, on the other hand, not so kind of lame in my opinion. Let's go.
Nature's Wi-Fi sucks. Maybe there's a squirrel family.
See
around
what I
here with
mean?
a
How
lot of
Rachel
that.
goes
If
between
only I
majestic
could guess
accent
their
and
password.
valuable
Yeah.
accent.
Not to mention, doing these bits,
Dingoes ate our babies
I
and
swear to you, I
too
can't
soon.
quite tell which voice is which. To be honest with you. Yeah, okay, let me...
Rachel's is... I think Rachel's is deeper than Chloe's. That's how I usually tell the two apart.
Oh, here you go. Now we found ourselves a male gay couple. It's usually interesting because usually the gay couples in this series are female.
Why
Let's
do we
see.
always hold hands like this? Didn't you tell me you were
Almost like people
ambidextrous?
find
No,
lesbian
I didn't.
couples to be
I
cuter
said
than
I was
get male gay
ambisexual.
couples for
So
some
you could have
reason.
sex
Yeah,
with
that's
both of
crap.
your hands? Exactly.
Yeah.
Want to see? Only if you let go of my hand first.
I'll give Schitt's Creek credit. That actually did a very good relationship. Oh, and that's
everyone down there can hear
Oh,
everything.
this is actually important. Check this out.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hog the viewfinder. Jackpot. Commence makeout session in 3, 2, 1. Nailed it.
Oh,
Damn,
what the twist is going to be
going
one of them shoots the other.
yeah, they're really going at it with how they're just hugging and holding hands.
Well, to be fair, they
Holding
did.
hands is lewd, Jova.
Well, to be
Oh,
fair, well, okay.
you know
To be
that?
fair, they did kiss each other on the lips. To be fair.
Yeah, but making out though, I mean, they weren't... Okay, granted, maybe it was due to the limited bout of animation, but...
Excuse me? Last I checked, you're supposed to be.
And yeah, all of a sudden, Rachel acts like we pissed in her cereal.
Oh!
Okay, hold on, Jova.
Hold on. We got it from.
Hold on, Jova. Okay, Shiroi, let's play a game. Take a wild guess why what we just saw pissed Rachel off. Take a wild guess.
I don't know.
Be my guest.
Oh, come on, Shiroi, think about it.
Really?
We just saw two people kiss each other, and Rachel got pissed about it. What could be the reason for this? What's like the most cliche soap opera reason? For
She's
this?
lonely. I don't know.
Well, okay, how about this? I'll just let
Or
you
she
find.
likes one of
Now we
them.
have a
I don't
bottle of
know.
wine.
I don't know. They're adults, and she's like 16. So,
I didn't know how old they were.
Or we could.
well, whatever. Okay,
Again,
that's.
I'll flip back to she's lonely.
I'm not even kidding you. I guessed immediately, but sure, I'll let you guys find out on your own.
And fuck it. I just want to take something that's not mine. All right.
You're kind of a sociopath that way.
Yeah, well, okay. To be fair, that's kind of what they talked about. How Rachel was kind of a daredevil in a lot of ways,
Can we
apparently.
help
So,
you?
Yeah.
so the plan is that she's gonna pretend she's gonna play that, so we can steal the bottle of alcohol from this. Behold, Shiroi, you're about to see the stupidest couple in the history of the universe.
Better act fast.
Observe.
Observe.
Oh, thank God. Please, this girl is in trouble.
You didn't notice that whatever. Oh, great, back talk.
I need to get these two to focus on Rachel so I can swipe the wine.
What are you waiting for? Go!
Who's the one waiting?
Don't look at me. Look at Baywatch over here. I don't remember how to do CPR.
Baywatch?
Really?
What does Baywatch have to do with this context?
Well, I mean, they're lifeguards, so I guess they do CPR.
This still doesn't explain why she was mad about them kissing, though.
No, sure, we're gonna get the explanation in the next part. So.
Oh, is it because she has a rough family life and she wishes her parents were still together or something?
You're on the right path, but not quite.
Alright.
Okay, so here's my problem with that first bit. Chloe, not for nothing, but who insults a person who's trying to help somebody who, as far as they know, is passed out?
Because I'm Chloe, that's what I do. I insult people.
And not for nothing, my dude, but unless you're trained in CPR, you know, it's often not a good idea to do this thing for someone in critical condition.
Okay, fine. I'm going. But when the police show up, I hope they don't arrest you.
And this is what convinces them to try to do the CPR thing.
Do everything in your power to help someone in trouble.
The Good Samaritan law argument.
Okay, to the couple's credit, maybe they're just panicking.
Going in.
Like, you know, people can do stupid stuff when they panic. Fair enough. That said, I don't really find this scene to be endearing of Chloe and Rachel. Like, I get it, they want to do the teen thing and swipe the wine, but this thing feels...
Hey, wow. I'm all better now. You saved my
Hey, Dwebs, you know what this reminds me of?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Reminds of that bit in Recess where Gus is pretending to be sick to fool the nurse. And then when they're done, Gus like, oh, okay, I'm much better. Thank you, miss. You're a great nurse. They literally just did that. They literally just did that joke.
Well, hey, maybe it was the 20th anniversary of that episode or something.
Alright, let's get wasted.
Here.
What a whimsical scene that was.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want the characters to be saints. It's just that, again, I don't even have a problem with this. I don't even have a problem with this scene specifically, honestly. I have more of a problem with what's going to happen after this, actually.
19th anniversary-ish.
So, Rachel, are you going to explain to us why the sudden change in mood?
Excessively sober right now.
I... Okay, I guess we'll have to wait for the next part to find out. Alright, so before we end this, let me just explain something about that text from Victoria. Okay, I get it, Victoria is a bitch, but here's the thing. Yes, people can be evil, but there's usually a reason behind the evilness. Like, Victoria's outburst just now, to me, made no sense. So let me get this straight. I saved your best friend from a bully, and your reaction is to get angry at me. Is Victoria an alien? And in their planet, saving you from a bully is considered an offense or something? Like, I don't... Dwebs, explain this to me. What kind of human being acts like this?
You tell me.
Jova, how does this make any sense? Explain this to me.
Well, you know what they
Well, you
say.
see, Pedro, hold on, Libs.
Yeah,
Well,
I asked
didn't know
him.
you changed your name.
Yeah,
to
I asked
Pedro
him.
all of a sudden.
I asked him. Go ahead, Jova.
You see, Pedro, it all began with the creation of the universe, the likes of which form a very, very intricate pattern. In our case, this is not God's plan, but this is actually the Indian god's pantheon's plan in their war against God and Jesus. And Chloe is clearly the avatar of it, which is throwing Rachel's mojo out of whack here and there.
Well,
Simple, is it not?
I guess. What about you, Shiro? Do you have a theory?
I honestly don't know. This is kind of just whatever.
All right. Tune in next time, everybody, where, believe it or not, Rihanna Duvry is about to deliver one of the worst performances I have ever seen in a video game, and I mean that and I don't mean that in a hateful way. Trust me, I have no problem with Rihanna DeVray. Right now, we're about to get a scene where Rihanna DeVray is supposed to act angry and frustrated, and let's just say it doesn't work very well. So tune in for that.
See ya.
See ya.
Ta-ta.
See ya.